Angela, you are alive.
You're alive.
No, you're alive.
Your
Obviously,
mom's
you're
alive.
alive. My mom's alive. Your mom's alive. Our moms are alive. Bobo's here.
Wonderful.
Says definitely staying inside for Boxing Day. It's slippery with that mix of hail, ice, rain, and snow in my area.
Yeah, I just
Sounds
saw.
like Canada to me.
Did you see what's going on in California? Southern
Yeah,
California.
water's swelling.
In San Bernardino County had a bunch of floods,
Yeah.
but they carried a ton of debris. There's a town that's like 3 feet under, like, mud.
3 feet under mud.
Yeah, like those people aren't going to be able to rebuild. They'll have to dig out.
That's gnarly, man. Mud
Yeah.
sliding in. Man, when California gets wet, it's duck.
Yep.
Isn't it? Speaking of California,
Mm-hmm.
Delicate just rolled in. What's up? Oh, what do you mean no sound?
You didn't turn it
No,
on?
that's you. You got to have sound. Can you hear me? Because there's sound.
Did you
Yeah. Great. Yep. Archival raccoon. What's a happening? They can hear just fine.
Nice.
So that's you. You have sound, Delicate. It's your sound, not my sound's good. Good. Good.
Didn't you learn sign language at one point in your life?
I know some. I'm mostly just the alphabet, really.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
It's hard to.
A, B, C, D, E,
Oh, look
F,
at you.
G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
I thought your J was like a little.
You didn't like my J? It was weak
it's
sauce?
like it didn't seem like enough of a.
It's a J, bro. What do you want me
I
to make
wonder
a dot?
whether you were communicating something else.
Our scientist is here.
Like that time I tried to learn French, and I could not get the accent down, and they're like, no, so you're saying something completely different. And a lot of Asian languages are like that too.
Yeah, of
where they'll
course.
have like the same word mean 5 different things, and it's just like a slight difference in your pronunciation that changes the meaning. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, how to learn that? So, I mean, the English language is a gnarly language to try to learn, but
Yes,
I
this is
think
true.
a lot of the Asian languages might have a beat. So, do you know what Boxing Day is? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, we talked about it.
We did?
Yeah. You looked it up for us.
I did?
Yeah? Do you not recall?
No. I don't recall looking it up. What did I say it was?
You said that it was a day where you give boxes of presents, gifts to workers and neighbors and other people that you encounter in the day. As like thanks.
Well, we got some news about some Alzheimer's, and maybe that's good for me. I don't remember. Specifically, though, actually.
Well, when you looked it up, it was much better described than I'm doing now. My brain has been mush all day long. I've just had a super lazy day.
Well, I looked it up again, and this seems new to me, which is that it was actually it began in the medieval era.
Really?
In the UK, in England, in Britain. And it was the day that employers gave boxes of presents and food and such to their employees who worked on Christmas Day.
Yes. Thank you. So why are you asking?
I said that already?
You said that already.
What the fuck? I have no memory. Oh my God. I mean, I have no memory of that. Should I be afraid
No.
if I have no memory of that?
Mm-mm. No.
Where was I?
Here.
Are you sure?
Yes. Unless it's all a simulation. Which makes total sense, right?
Oh, good. Now Delicate can hear. Yeah, I don't know why you were having sound problems, but I'm glad you said you were having them, because that just gets us alert. Tries to, we got to figure this is some live shit. We don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know how to work my stupid phone.
There are very few countries that actually celebrate Boxing Day. Did I tell that? Did I say that? Very few.
Which ones? Canada,
Yes.
Australia,
Yes.
not the US. England?
Yes.
So that whole area, the UK?
No. Not the whole not the whole of the UK in the map I saw. Not very it was surprisingly few.
New
In
Zealand?
Canada it's a big deal.
Boxing Day in New Zealand too?
No.
But Australia does it.
We'll ask. I mean, when our New Zealanders arrive, we just call it the second Christmas day in Europe.
Yeah, Archival Raccoon said that.
That's pretty great.
It's the second Christmas day. Yeah, because why should the Jewish people get to enjoy all of the many present days, the gift-giving days, and then we just have one? Come on, what is that?
It ain't right.
That makes people jealous.
We need two.
It's not fair.
I always thought it was like because it's Boxing Day. I always thought it was about putting shit in your boxes.
You did?
Yeah.
I always thought it had to do with...
Or just getting rid of boxes,
What?
Day before.
A holiday?
Everything in boxes.
For tidying
day after,
up?
got to box it up again.
No way.
Box up the shit. Put it in boxes, Boxing Day. Or it's obviously not going to punch you in the face day.
That's what I thought. I thought it was about pugilism. The fine art of... I don't know. I just thought some country was like, hey, we really like boxing. Can you imagine? I mean, Super Bowl is kind of a holiday here, so it's not so far-fetched. I mean, unless it is. Okay, I'm stupid. I get it.
I've been poking around to see, how we've heard for now years and years about the strife that the current president causes homes during the holidays because people.
Oh, because people argue because they're divided.
Political division.
My favorite part. This happens all the time, but people are like, I just don't know why we have to disagree so strongly about politics, as if anybody's disagreeing about politics anymore. You know what I mean? If we were disagreeing about how to allot the taxes, on what project, bridges or roads,
Yeah.
That would be arguing about politics.
Yeah.
If we were like, how much should the school, the public schools be funded this year? That would be an argument about politics. Whether or not my neighbors should exist is not an argument about politics.
Well, I was wildly curious about how it might be going down because of the Epstein files. I'm like, what are you saying to each other?
What's the latest?
And it's all like, oh, I haven't really been paying attention much lately.
Oh.
And one of the ones that I expected to see, which was, I don't care if he's a pedophile, has nothing to do with him running the country and his ability to run the country.
Does it not?
Well, I know. I mean, obviously,
I would think it does.
The very next thing was really because compromat's a thing.
Yeah. Also, criminal behavior is also a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Insanely crazy to hear. But yeah, it seems like most of the people in this comment section, and let me see if I can give you a kind of...
I don't even believe that those people are from here.
Hundreds of
comments. There's so many of these accounts that are actually from some foreign country or another,
some of them seemed genuine in their in the use of vernacular and the sentence structures and all that. It was all like hanging out at home. Maybe it is AA. Maybe, we're not going to argue with you about it because I don't know. But I will say that it wasn't like the people who were posting it were Trump supporters, and I know that that's a tactic as well. In terms of their tone, their tone was like, yeah, like one person described their mom, both their father and their mother, and they were like up in their face about it. Basically, they were like, I was like, what do you? And they're like, no, we don't care. And they were just like they were just like aghast about it. They were just like, it's over for them, is what they said.
That's what it's like in a cult.
They're finished.
There's no line that's
so for that reason, I think some
crossed.
of them. But there's 2,800 comments, 3,800 comments. And I don't know. We'll see if let me just have a look. I'm looking at the top one. They don't care or haven't brought it up. Doesn't sound like somebody's actually. Yeah. This one was this was a quote. I haven't really been following any politics stuff lately.
Yeah. Isn't that convenient?
Fucking convenient is the very next sentence that he wrote. I didn't bring it up with my family, but when I see people talking about it online, doesn't really count. My uncle literally said he didn't care if the president is a pedophile. It doesn't impact his ability to be a president. And then the very next comment, did you explain how that is objectively not true? Because the whole point of Epstein's operation was to generate blackmail.
Yeah, that's right. Man, let me just for a second, just transport you to a time where this man no longer exists.
It's
and
sometime
we don't
not
have
not,
to talk
it's
about
not long
him
in the future.
anymore.
It's sometime not long in the future.
And we don't have to talk about him anymore. And we don't even have to think about him anymore.
Hey, I'm only bringing him up because he had a major meltdown.
Yes.
over the holidays. He had a bad Christmas, which is just more uplifting news.
I read what he wrote on.
Did you read it? Because it's mad.
I know.
I mean, it's so unhinged.
Yes, I read it.
This person is the president of the United States of America.
It's not as long as they can be. It's pretty long.
It's read it. Go ahead and read it.
Did you read it?
No. Yeah, I mean, I read it earlier.
Okay. This is going to sound weird coming from my voice.
Do you want me to read it?
No. I'm just saying, like.
Do you want me to do an impersonation?
No, what I'm saying is, like, usually when you hear it from his voice, it's like it sort of softens the blow of what he's saying because he has this way of delivery, and you're just like, oh, okay, this guy's obviously a moron. But when you hear anybody else read it, it's actually kind of startling, right?
Yeah.
Alarming. He said Donald Trump wrote all of this, I guess on Truth Social, because that's where he tweets or something. I don't know. He said, Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who loved Jeffrey Epstein, gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot.
Doesn't that sound like he's defending him right there?
Falsely claimed...
Drop him like a dog when things got too hot, as opposed to me, who stood behind him. Like,
when things got too hot. You mean when the law moved in?
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, who's not going to drop that hot
Is
potato
he talking
when the
about
law
the heat?
Yeah.
Only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot. Falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, and he was a disgusting person. And then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump.
Because he's the guy writing about himself in third person.
Who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names got brought out in the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus one low-life Republican Massey, and it is revealed that they are Democrats all, there will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that the Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total scam, and had nothing to do with Trump.
Did you see the recent video of him where he
also
pulled out
wrote,
a picture?
Had nothing to do with Trump, and Trump is all in caps and quotation marks.
Did you see the recent video?
It goes on. Should I go?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to interject?
Mm-hmm.
He said the failing New York Times, sorry, among many others, was forced to apologize for their bad and faulty election reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to their highly inaccurate fake coverage. Now the same losers are at it again, only this time so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and reputationally tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is in the world of corrupt Democrat politics. Enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas, President Donald J. Trump.
Enjoy what might be your last Merry Christmas, dude.
Yeah,
he just doomsayed everybody.
That's what we're all hoping, that it's going to be his last.
Yeah, let's hope that's what he's talking about, is his Merry Christmas.
Yep.
By the way, the three, leading newspapers in print and online, digital reach, are the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and USA Today.
I love that he says, I don't love anything.
I agree.
About this,
A scientist says it's oddly coherent comparatively for one of his usual sundowner rants. So,
well, there's a lot of all caps words.
Well, that one came. There's
marks.
another one.
He also said, I think it's interesting. He said the world of corrupt Democrat politics, because it doesn't, the Republican Party, aren't they running everything? And hasn't he replaced everybody? And didn't Doge fire everybody that wasn't a sycophant? And isn't this all his? It's his whole crew.
It's his whole thing. He's gutted the Kennedy Center.
Who the fuck is he talking about?
Appointed anew everybody there. And
whatever, dude. I just thought it is oddly coherent.
Did you get the other one?
No.
Oh,
this is the one.
No, this
is the one everybody's sharing, because they're including Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who loved Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I know that one's very wild. Obviously, that's very interesting, because he's obviously one of them. He's all over the Epstein files. He's going to continue to be. We've seen all the fucking pictures. We watched them dancing and laughing.
Yeah,
gross. we know what's up. So it's like there's that jig is up, and everybody knows that that's his fucking buddy. And yeah, so what? They're not friends anymore. They were friends. They were close friends. And there's little doubt that he was not only involved, that he knew about it, but that he was also involved. So, and by little doubt, I mean that, obviously everything that we've seen so far is, are allegations. So we can't say definitively that he did these crimes. But it all points to yes. And I don't need any more convincing personally. unless there's something that's going to exonerate him. Do you know?
The only thing that
I've seen enough to convict him.
The only thing I need convincing about is like the medical doctors and psychologists telling us which dysfunction he has. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? People seem to everybody seems to agree there's something wrong with him, but they can't all agree on what.
I am going to go out on a limb and say that since he's changing the name of buildings to his own, that there's narcissism in there somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, if it's not Alzheimer's, is it frontotemporal dementia? Like, what the fuck is it that makes him so unreasonable? Like, nobody acts like this when the heat's on them.
Scientists said sundowning, and this guy does go off on these massive rents, and sundowning doesn't have to happen at sundown, right? Like, it can happen at 11 o'clock at night. And, my dad doesn't, I know my dad gets a little worse at night, but when he's been sick, it comes on strong.
Sick. Yeah. Stress can exacerbate it.
It's a fucking hell of a condition. I mean, it's totally disturbing. By the way, we have some Alzheimer's news to share with you. That's wild.
Oh yeah. I saved an article.
Do you want to do it right now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Alzheimer's, man. Like, listen, Alzheimer's might be one of those diseases that we talk about in the past tense, and that might happen soon.
So this was published Christmas Eve in Science News, but you had read about this from someplace else, so I think they're just aggregating
that's
the
cool.
study, okay?
Yeah.
Scientists reverse Alzheimer's in mice and restore their memory.
Yeah.
For more than 100 years, Alzheimer's disease has been treated as a one-way decline, but new research is turning that belief on its head. Amazing. Let's see. The summary is Alzheimer's has long been considered irreversible, but new research challenges that assumption. Scientists discovered that severe drops in the brain's energy supply help drive the disease. And so restoring that balance can reverse damage even in advanced cases. In mouse models, treatment repaired brain pathology, restored cognitive function, and normalized Alzheimer's biomarkers. The results offer fresh hope that recovery may be possible. Let me see if I can.
And prevention, by the way. And prevention.
Okay, here we go.
Is this from Reserve University? Western Reserve University?
The source is University Hospitals Cleveland Medical Center.
Yeah, okay.
But this is on Science Daily is what I'm
reading.
Yeah,
that's great. That's the right hospital. There's two hospitals. There's Cleveland and Western Reserve.
Okay, for more than a century, Alzheimer's disease has been widely viewed as permanent and untreatable once it begins. As a result, most research has been focused on preventing the disease or slowing its progression rather than attempting to reverse it. By studying multiple mouse models of Alzheimer's alongside human Alzheimer's brain tissue, researchers identified a critical biological problem at the center of the disease. They found that the brain's inability to maintain healthy levels of a vital cellular energy molecule called NAD+, plays a major role in driving Alzheimer's. In animal models, maintaining normal brain NAD+ levels prevented Alzheimer's from developing.
Isn't that crazy?
Even more striking, restoring NAD+ balance after the disease was already advanced allowed the brain to repair damage and fully restored cognitive function.
Oh my God.
These results suggest that treatments aimed at restoring the brain's energy balance could potentially move Alzheimer's therapy beyond slowing decline and toward meaningful recovery. The findings also opened the door to further research, including the exploration of complementary strategies and carefully designed clinical trials to determine whether these results can translate to patients. So I don't know what the timeline is on that. There's probably another 10 years out.
Who knows? I don't know. They say the growing teeth is going to be very soon, so you never know. Pretty soon everyone's going to be like, yeah, how much to grow 5? I got 5 ugly ones over here I could use. I can't wait to grow teeth.
Here's one section of this article. Testing whether Alzheimer's damage could be reversed. After confirming that NAD+ levels dropped sharply in both human and mouse Alzheimer's brains, the team explored new possibilities. They tested whether maintaining NAD+ balance before symptoms appeared could prevent Alzheimer's, and whether restoring that balance after the disease had already progressed could reverse it. This approach built on the group's earlier work. I guess this is in the weeds. I'm sorry. This article is very long. It's very thorough.
It's okay.
I recommend it. This is really interesting.
Yeah, it's fantastic news. I was reading it off of the Case Western Reserve University. You can get that one as well. I'll put that one in the show notes just because that's the one I have.
It's so great that this is being publicized because hopefully they'll get a ton of funding to continue.
But everything that Angela was reading in her article, I was kind of skimming this one at the same time. It's just an adaptation of this article, which is published by the University Hospital. So I'll publish this one for you guys.
Can you imagine if it's as easy as taking a supplement of whatever this...
Yeah, or an injection or whatever it might be. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Incredibly exciting. Incredibly exciting.
I feel so sad for everybody who's struggled with this.
Yeah, I know. Sorry to slow things up, but I'm just going to put this in the show notes because this is wild stuff.
Oh, you're attaching it?
Oh, wrong one. Yeah.
Delicate said, was saying that there was no sound, but then you also started doing sign language. Delicate's like, I can't read sign language.
Oh, that's right, because we were just totally talking about it, like just incidentally. Like.
Stacy asked how my pecan pie turned out.
Oh yeah, it turned out great.
Sweet. No, Dale thinks it turned out great. I thought it was ruined. I was going to throw it out.
Well, look, you burn the pecans on top.
Yeah.
And it was your first crack at the recipe, so you didn't have the sweetness and the flavors balanced to our taste palate because we like things on the...
It's way too fucking sweet.
Like a little less sweet, yeah. You did great. I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. We had another I had 2 pieces of the thing. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to have 2 pieces of pie I think is no good. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do it.
I'm going to attempt it again with less sugar. I don't know what the chemistry of this pie is because it seems like it's just made of eggs. It's made of eggs and sugar. So if I try to reduce the sugar, I don't know if it's just going to be like an omelet. Disgusting. Can you imagine a pecan omelet? Ugh.
That does not sound good. Please
don't.
But
But I found a recipe that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup or whatever it is, any kind of corn syrup. I wasn't interested in. So I found one that was maple syrup and bourbon. Oh, so good. But too much sugar.
I loved it. It was so wonderful. Here.
What are you doing over there?
I'm hanging out. What are you doing? Sorry, I fell down Tanner's here. What's up, Tanner? Happy Christmas and New Year and all that stuff. You were here the other day, weren't you? I think I saw you. So in other news, do you know who Tyler Chase is?
Tyler Chase?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
He was a child actor. He was in a show called Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. People liked it. He was in 30 some odd episodes of that, and he did L.A. Noir. He did a voice in the video game. He did an episode of Everybody Hates Chris. Young man, and somebody found him on the street, and then so one of his co-stars went in and like got him up off the street because he was just on the street like homeless. So, or unhoused, however the sensitive way of putting it is.
I think it's still homeless.
Okay, well, so there it is.
I think homeless people were like, yeah, you guys don't have to worry about the words. Like,
we don't have a home.
Good.
We are homeless. Yes. You know, I see you are shirtless.
That's not the insensitive part about this situation.
Unshirted. So scooped him up, got him a hotel room. Then apparently, this guy just smashed the hotel room.
What?
Like just bashed it and destroyed it. So now he's going into rehab. So it's like this whole addict thing.
God.
But a real tough Hollywood story, man. Like just, it looks like, things fell off for him in a big way. Like his last credit on his IMDb is 2011. So, and here's the thing about this, man, because it's, this was there's a I don't know how to put it. There's a taste to this life that comes to you that if you get that taste, if it's like, there are people who can easily walk away.
A taste of what life? To
the Hollywood life, to the just that
show business.
And just, because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of eating good. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fancy places.
A lot of razzle dazzle.
Nicely dressed people. And it's just and also like just being amongst all these people who have, for me, Hollywood, like one of the things I loved most about it was just being so deeply in deep with creative energy that was just like Massive.
That was it for me too. All my friends were actors or trying to make movies, and I just love to surround myself with those people.
Everybody's like top of mind was something creative. They were writing a script. They were trying to get a movie.
Yeah.
They were like trying to collaborate with something. They had a
It's
show
super
going
fun.
on. It was, you know, to the point where it gets annoying. I mean, you know, no, I think there was a guy who got all fucking famous because he was like, no, I won't read your fucking screenplay. And it was this, you know, this, whatever, it was a podcast episode or something that blew up.
No, was
it
like
a book?
It was like an open letter.
Yeah, that's it. It was an open letter. That's correct.
Let me look. I can never remember his name. He wrote a History of Violence. You remember that?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I couldn't get through it.
Josh Olson.
Thank you, Josh Olson.
Josh Olson wrote this like really snarky open letter, and it was basically it was titled "No, I will not read your fucking script," and it was basically just like honest. It was like tough love being like, yes, I'm very proud of you for writing a script, but if you ask me to read it, I'm going to be indebted to you to do this task, and you might not like what I have to say about it, and so now I have to like try and dance around it, and now our friendship is on the line. And like, it's just I actually really like that he wrote that, because it's kind of it's a great perspective for anybody who doesn't understand the other side of asking somebody to read your script, you know, or your book or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like it
is a burden. It's like a burden that people don't understand, especially when you're asking somebody whose job it might be to read scripts. So because they have a thing in Hollywood they call weekend read.
Yeah.
And that is just a stack. It's a stack. It's why they say you got 10 pages to grab somebody, and if you don't, it's getting thrown back into another pile, the pile that didn't make it past 10 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a reason why that happens, is because, you know, maybe it's 20 pages or whatever, maybe it's the first act, but if you don't get them early and you don't keep them around, they're going to drop your script and they're going to go to the next one on the pile, because they have 20 of them, they have 30 of them, they have whatever, a light weekend, maybe 8 or 10. So, and that's every single fucking executive in town. You know, like, it's the burden of that job is reading, because it's reading shit too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like reading highly recommended garbage too. It's tough. I don't know how they do it. I can't do it.
Hang on, let me call the ambulance.
It's tough.
You're complaining about how your job is to read.
It's not very fulfilling.
How you're getting high paid. How you're getting paid a lot of money to read other people's art.
So the only movie this kid was in a movie with James Franco directing.
So what's the news? He's
called Good Time.
The guy
Max.
You were talking about, the former child actor. He's in rehab now.
So he's in rehab, and then they're gonna try and house him after that and get him going again. But it's just shocking to see. He's, you know, his birth date. Where is his birth date here? Let's see. So he's a young dude. Yeah, 89. Yeah, he's born in 89.
There's a lot of mental illnesses that don't actually present destructive symptoms, like you know, really problematic symptoms until you reach your 20s.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible that there's like child actors who don't recognize that they have a mental illness, you know, until they get older and not everything doesn't work anymore.
Sort of the dark side, bro. You know, he just he's just not doing well. It's sad as fuck. You know, one of his co-stars or whatever, there's pictures of him like hugging the dude and trying to get him into a hotel room, a motel room or whatever. Gets him in the motel. He fucking proceeds to destroy it. Then he's back on the street. And it's just a nasty little cycle. Anyway, thoughts and prayers.
What?
Well, you know, it's just like there's this one man trying to help him out, and now they'll rally a bunch of people, but there's really nothing. You know, there doesn't seem to be at least anything officially. You know, the government to whom this guy has paid a lot of taxes. You know, this guy had done a full 30 plus episodes on a series. He made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in all likelihood, and paid a good chunk of that to the fucking government. And, you know, it doesn't seem like the government's there to help him when he needs them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that what his recovery is relying on is, you know, external help is sad and discouraging. And, you know, it is what it is, but not, you know, It's, by the way, a bit of a slow day. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have loads of stuff today because it's a bit of a slow day.
Well, I'm Bobo wants to talk about. I'm thinking of working on my old story I was working on that has pirate ships and supernatural stuff.
Yeah, you should do that like crazy. Are you kidding me?
I'm so glad that
Think about it no more.
I'm so glad you're bringing up thinking of working on an old story you were working on. Because astrologically, Capricorn season, when the sun is in Capricorn, is such an excellent time. I think it's not a coincidence that this is the time of year where everybody wants to make New Year's resolutions. So it's actually a super, super beneficial time where like the wind is in your sails to sort of like be strategic and make plans and like set goals and like work through the calendar, like to, Capricorn loves to like have a structure and stick to it. And so you should just really exploit that energy, right? Well, if you want to start working on something that you had put down for a little while, this is a perfect time to do it until the middle of next month. Yeah, and that's usually when people drop off of their New Year's resolutions. When Capricorn season's over, people forget about the things they did.
It's a very auspicious Capricorn season that doesn't come around very often because during this Capricorn season, we also have the lovely Venus making her way through, and will Cazimi with the sun actually in around January 6th, I think it is, but there'll be a Cazimi with the sun. And so that is an explosively positive moment. Grace, beauty, could even be things like money, personal possessions, self-worth, like really depends on where it shows up in your chart. But because it's in Capricorn, Capricorn is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs are notoriously start 'em up signs. Like they're eager to get things going. So it's just part of what you're feeling, which is so interesting that you're having this like really sort of reaction to the mundane, which is that like we are in a state where we're in an astrological state right now. We're in a cardinal state, which is I want to start something. I want to get something going.
So if you want to pick up some old story that you'd put down for a little while, like use this time to plan out your whole rewrite. Like do the planning now, and then later you can do the writing later. But make sure you do all of your planning now because it's going to be easiest.
Yeah, it's a good time to break out a paradigm. It's a good time to just go and like and the one advice I'd give you about that is don't get bogged down by the idea of the outline either. Be okay with just trying to figure out the beginning, middle, and end of the whole thing if you haven't. And then if you have the beginning, middle, and end, start at the end. If you want some real guidance on that, I'd start at the end. So if you know your ending, then figure out your middle and your beginning. And then from your beginning to your middle, figure out a new middle to that, which will be a turning point. So you want to figure out and just put those kinds of spots in there until you build out a little bit of a paradigm. And then you can start charting that paradigm into workable to a workable mess, if you will.
How would you define paradigm? I feel like it's one of those words that gets like used to signify something that I can never picture.
Yeah, so a lot of writers, you hear things of like 3-act structures. That's a paradigm. It's a 3-act structure paradigm.
So a structure paradigm?
Yeah, so there's structure paradigms. I use a very after reading everybody, I feel like, and I didn't read everybody, but I read dozens of books on writing, And the one that I've just figured out is that there's a beginning and a middle and an end to everything, and how we fuck with that, how we decide whether it is all encompassing, meaning that, that event has a beginning, middle, and end, or it's nonlinear, meaning we start at the end, then we go to the middle, then the beginning. Like a movie like Irreversible is a great example of that, for example. So but having the idea first, or understanding the idea in the scope of a story for me has always worked really well by just going through beginning, middle, and ends. And then I apply that very simple 3-pronged paradigm. I apply that pretty much to every single aspect of what I write. So if I'm writing a scene, if I'm writing a chapter, if I'm writing a scene sequence, I'll have my beginning and middle and end kind of mapped out. Even if it's just in my head, I don't necessarily write it down, but I know what my beginning, middle, and end is. And then that's when and once I know that, and I understand the very simple thing, it's kind of like if you know 3 chords on the guitar. So what you want to do is you want to learn a couple of accent chords, or you want to do some adds to those chords to change the note structures to build a bit of a crescendo to it. Mm-hmm. And that's when you've got your 3-act structure and you start adding turning points within the 3-act structure in between each of the main, call them tentpole turning points, right? The beginning, the middle, and the end of any particular thing. So anyway, just have fun, rip apart it. But you're 100% right. In Capricorn, you can't ask for a better opportunity to sit down and work with structures like I'm talking about, and set yourself up for what will be a wonderful Aries, right? Because then you if you do that through Aries.
No, Aries isn't next.
I know where Aries is.
Oh, okay.
But you want to do it through Aries. You want to get through.
It's Capricorn,
Aquarius,
Pisces,
and Pisces.
Aries. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to get through these. And by the way, Pisces will be when, if you're doing it right, like this is really cool. I like having this chat because for me, this is a really beautiful writing opportunity, especially with Venus sweeping through in this cardinal sign with Capricorn. And where Capricorn is, it's the perfect opportunity to build a structure that leads right up into Pisces. And when you get into Pisces, you'll get more into a deeply creative state with it if you've been working toward it.
I can't believe that we haven't thought about this before. Okay, so Capricorn is great for planning.
But then when you get to Aries, let me finish, because when you get to Aries, that's the get up and go. When you get up to Aries, if you've done all the work and you get up to that Aries moment, right? Springtime, and it's go time.
There's no way that the sun in Aries makes you want to sit down and like plod through and finish.
Sitting down is
Aries. The sun in Aries makes you want to change projects.
No,
it
doesn't.
Up something else.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's not true.
That's usually why people are like, "What New Year's resolutions? I don't remember."
No, that's absolutely not true. If you can build up to Aries and you've got everything set and ready to go, especially creatively, Aries will kick that into gear. You'll have everything all set and ready to go. You'll be standing there with like the whole package, and then Aries will be like, let's go, dude. And you'll have the fire to make it happen. You'll have the energy and the excitement to make it happen. You'll make changes. Everybody makes changes, but no way, man. If you do the work, especially if you like nurture it all the way through Aquarius, where, by the way, the cool thing about it is you build your structures, and then when you get into Aquarius is like notorious for ideas. So if you've built your structure while you're in Aquarius, you built your structure through the Capricornian period. Then you're sitting in the Aquarian period, and it's during that period that you can really dig deep into ideas, and it'll be fruitful for you. It'll be very, very fruitful. And then those ideas will breed a creativity. And in other words, those ideas are going to start sort of demanding certain things to occur creatively in order to be fulfilled. And that's when you start slipping into that Pisces moment. And at that point, you'll have built up so much momentum. And if you're doing it like I would do it, it would be that I'm working this through shorter form writing. So I'm working on a 5-page treatment. Then I take my 5 to 15 to 20. And this is what I mean by adding all those little parts in between each of those bigger beats, or those bigger tempos. We got to make
a process video for your writing channel.
So, and then I take that all the way into and then I would just ride that all the way into Pisces for the deep, rich, deep dive, creative deep dive, and then Aries to go, bro.
So I looked up paradigm, and it's really the perfect word for this.
Yeah.
It's a typical example or pattern of something, a model, but specifically, it's a model of something that can be copied. So like a pattern, an exceptional example or archetype. It's interesting. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect word for that.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, listen, I have this whole planned talk I'm going to do on paradigms because I think they're super important to like really like jump in and learn and understand conceptually what they really truly mean. And then you have to abandon them. I believe you have to abandon them in the same way that you can't, like when you're making music, you can know the scales, but if what you're doing is thinking about the scales and not what the scales produce, then you're not ready.
Can we just talk for a second about how awesome this sounds?
And that's how I feel about the paradigms.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I Am Bobo's story involves pirate ships and supernatural stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Like, I want to read that.
Yeah.
So badly.
Is it modern day pirate or is it like swashbuckling pirate? Like, what is it?
That's a good question. Doesn't matter.
I like all pirates. I like all pirate stories, I should say.
Let's go. No Two Trolls complimented us, said that our live yesterday was amazing.
It felt good. I haven't listened to it.
Sweet.
I've been avoiding our lives
Also,
of late.
No Two Troll said your advice for next year, Angela, was so helpful. Taking things as they come is the best advice. Everything's gonna be fucking weird, guys. Like that's the only guarantee is that everything's gonna be weird this year in 2026, and you gotta just stay light. You know, like you know how like if you're on a boat, it's kind of unsteady at first, but then you catch your sea legs. You know, 2026, you gotta have your sea legs. You gotta just ride it out.
And from an American perspective, I think it's gonna be like just sit back and watch it like it's a TV show, bro. Because just be like, oh, what's on today? Because it's gonna be an unraveling of so many things, and then you're gonna also see those things in some cases rapidly change. Like there can be a potential for rapid change in 2026 at so many different
especially
levels.
In the summer. It's gonna be a weird.
Yeah, the summer is when it's gonna get cooking.
Lord.
But March ain't no joke either. Again, we're back in. You know, we're talking about getting into Aries at that point, and yeah, man, Aries isn't gonna be fucking playing. You know, late March, obviously.
A scientist had to get their washing machine died on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
I'm Bobo said, my washing machine broke during the holidays. Our fucking sink
clogged
wouldn't drain, and
it had been clogging for a decade.
Yeah, so but it happened on Thanksgiving, like right in the middle of my cook. The sink wouldn't drain.
Yeah, so we lost our dinner.
But it took like 2 weeks. Plumbers were here like over and over again trying to fix the
problem.
No,
it wasn't us. It was a clog that like went through the whole side of the house.
It was a relief it wasn't our problem.
I mean, the house is from 1930 whatever, so it's probably been clogging for a fucking 20 years.
This fucking place. But I guess
it's not us because we don't pour grease or fucking anything.
But it's happening all in the chat too, so it's not just us. Everybody's got parts of their house that don't work anymore. Like,
some Saturn and Pisces shit right there. Seriously, Saturn and Pisces, man, disrupting water based shit.
Delicate said that my friend's dad is a Trumper.
Yeah, and
he typically wears a Trump sweater on Christmas, right? Because it's like red and white. I'm sure. Maybe gold. Maybe a little gold in there. Delicate said he still wore it yesterday, but he wasn't as antagonistic as he's been in the past.
So this is what this sub is saying too, is like a lot of people are like, what's encouraging is they're not talking. Like they're not like, fucking Donald Trump is the greatest president. That he's wearing his sweater is.
Well, it just goes to show that that's the sort of person who the only way that he knows how to relate to people, the only way he enjoys relating to people is in an antagonistic fashion. Like that's the kind of attention he wants. Because he wouldn't act like that. Oh my God, can you imagine going to a family dinner and having people like have a reason to sneer at you and you know that you're causing them to like be upset at you? I would never. Yeah. I would like shrink down to pocket size if I was wearing, I would be like, okay, let me change this.
I've never in my life put on a political, like propaganda uniform. Like I've never done it.
So it just goes to show that there's a certain type of person who is like desirous of that kind of reflected energy back on them. I think like that's the only way they know how to relate to people is just to fucking fight with people. It's pathetic.
I think like Democratic candidates just wish that Democrats were as fever crazy as MAGA.
Do they? Because it's kind of a
well, they spend a lot. They raise a lot of money. They go through.
It's true.
You know, they just and they also swing media like crazy.
It's a monster that's hard to control. You know.
The problem is it's absolutely mad. It's madness in every possible way. It's so mad that people are wearing sweaters to Christmas parties. Like to wear Donald Trump's sweater has got to be like, it is just like, that's just like, and no offense. I'm not trying to.
What I would do is I would
bag on your uncle because he's just
the tag
a good example.
And I'd be like, yep, made in China. That's what I would do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all that shit is. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do anything. I would just keep my fucking head down because that's what normal people do.
What do you think Trump did on Christmas Eve?
I don't know. Fucking like stuffed his face and shouted at people and then tweeted. Like who fucking knows?
With whom do you think he stuffed his face and shouted?
Anybody around him.
Billionaires, actually. Donors. That's what he did. He held a dinner at Mar-a-Lago.
He held a dinner, see? Stuffed his face.
And they stuffed his face.
Shouted at people.
He probably shouted at people. And that was at Mar-a-Lago.
Fell asleep in his chair.
What do you think Obama did?
I don't know. He like shared a book list as if the world isn't falling apart.
He went and spent the evening surprising kids at children's hospitals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not president, nor is he running for president. His entire political career is over, and here he is. Like, I'm not saying I don't think Obama's a saint. I just want to say, like, for the record, like, I'm not like some kind of Obama guy. He had a presidency delivered to him on a silver platter, and I felt like he did nothing but drop it. Yeah, he did some things that mattered.
That's not all he dropped. I mean, there's a
long list.
Drone strikes.
Yeah, there's a long list of disappointing Barack Obama situations.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear about him ever again.
But comparatively, he's the greatest president that I've ever seen, and that's a problem because he shouldn't be.
I think his legacy is sufficiently convincing everybody that it's not as bad as it is, which was very in retrospect.
The drone strikes were necessary.
In retrospect, it was damaging because there were a lot of crises that could have been abated if he had taken things more seriously. But there's been several presidencies, especially on the Democrat side, where they do a lot of like placating, pacifying.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, you guys can all just go back to sleep now until the next election when we need you. And everybody can just go about their business. But there's a lot of like building crises, right? Like nobody's taking seriously.
Yeah.
So, that was wasted time. Whatever. Why are we talking about... it's not exactly comfortable.
It's my last bit, but on him. But it's just, first of all, like I said, it is slim tonight. But I just think that stark contrast was really striking to me. And even if Obama is was a flawed president and didn't, take advantage of the opportunities he had, this is just a typical Democratic trait. Period. I mean, fucking Ginsburg stayed in the Supreme Court until she died. She could have handed that fucking seat to Obama. He could have put a 40-year-old in there, and instead now it is taken by a staunch conservative. So, it's not just him. It's not just Obama. It's like the party and what they do. It's my former father-in-law, rest in peace. He would call them the do nothing Democrats. That's what he called them. And I know I don't think he coined that phrase. I think that's something that, people know about. But all that political nonsense aside, it's obviously important, but I call it nonsense because we can't change it. We only have these two sides. And I just felt like that was like the perfect example of what the two sides are.
Yeah.
These greedy fucking pigs feeding each other fat and wine and cake and fucking, he probably had scantily clad dancers like he did.
Those are all people who aren't at home with their families either.
No. Or they brought them there against their will. And then you have, Obama, who's like, who's using the opportunity to try and do something for kids who otherwise wouldn't have maybe that kind of a night, right? So it's just I thought it was just like a perfect example of the world we live in and the trouble we're in. Red and blue is like, couldn't be more obvious in that situation or more apparent.
I know. I'm so jaded though. I'm not even impressed. You told me about Obama. Like, would you say he was?
Yeah, it wasn't meant to impress.
He was doing what with kids?
That's fair. He was at children's hospitals and spent surprising them and probably reading and hanging out with them and doing whatever. I don't fucking know. Maybe they played checkers. I don't know. I didn't see the pictures.
It's kind of a.
He probably just went in and went, "What's up, guys? I got to go." But I just like, hey, you're not gonna make it, but I'm just here to say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm not the last person you see. Maybe it's your dad. I love you. See you.
Stop it. All right, moving on.
Listen,
Quarter Feet wanted to know what science article we were reading from. So did you put that in the?
I put the one that was published by Case Western Reserve University, who was working with the other university that you mentioned. Can't remember, but they work together.
Shannon O's is asking, how do they find these mice test subjects? I guess they give them Alzheimer's.
They interview them.
They breed them to have Alzheimer's, I guess. I don't understand.
Oh, wait, did I? Oh, I have to publish it right now. I'm sorry. Oh, I did save it. Okay, yeah, it should be there.
Delicate said that the medical world is getting away from the term dementia and moving to call it major neurocognitive disorder, NCD.
Oh, great. I like that. I like that whole... I like the sounds of that. I mean, I'm the furthest thing from knowing anything about, the brain and any medical science beyond my interest, from reading articles, which I obsess with on a daily basis.
Hanada said, if they can reverse Alzheimer's, it would be a medical breakthrough of the century. We are moving towards a generation of elderly with dementia and Alzheimer's. That was the first thing that I thought. And then the second thing I thought was like, oh, we're never going to get these boomers out of politics. We're never, they're going to continue to live forever.
Dude,
and never transfer the wealth.
They're not leaving anyway. The problem is that they're sitting there
with dementia.
with these depleted minds,
right.
or these whatever. They're not depleted. I guess they're blocked. They're whatever it is. They're NAD plus fucking minus.
They say it's like it's plaque, I guess, on the myelin sheaths, maybe.
It's like our plumber pipes, our pipes. All right, listen, let's move on from it. Well, no, keep going with the comments. Never mind. What am I talking about? Yeah, I want to hear the comments. Yeah, I'm so excited about Alzheimer's. I want look there. We've talked about a few of these things on the show now, where there are people who are making massive breakthroughs. Japan's doing it all over the place. Like we just talked about a couple of great stories, if you recall. So I'm just super excited because I think that despite America taking all these steps back with RFK Jr., the rest of the world is in a full gallop forward, and I'm very excited about it.
They were Deanne and Quarterfade are discussing. Shannon O's said, I thought that they were calling it type 3 diabetes, which is this is another interesting thing. There were some scientists that thought that it was a
form of diabetes.
Yeah, that it was. I guess that means that it's caused by pancreatic dysfunction or something, and that maybe you could treat it with diet. I guess I don't know. Type 3 diabetes. I have no idea,
dude. I just feel like we're just like
Deanne said that that's wrong.
What's wrong?
The type 3 diabetes thing.
Oh.
Yeah. What's really great is that we don't know what's going on, but a bunch of people are working on this, and everybody who's working in all these different ways are getting closer to treating it. Can you imagine if it's a thing of the past? And we just get to have elders keep their minds forever until their body gives out.
My mom her mind is starting to go for sure. Like, for sure. She's had, I think she's on, so yeah. And my father as well. Oh shit.
Delicate said, not sure where that came from, but diabetes and dementia don't have any correlation as far as I know. Parkinson's, Huntington, HIV all do have a link and are a type of etiology of dementia and NCD. Well, this is all very complicated, and I definitely don't know. It's got to be really difficult to get a diagnosis if there's so many factors.
Let's just, I don't know. Yeah, I would say that's true. I'm just super excited about it, and let's just hope that like breakthroughs in things like Alzheimer's is only going to help lead to other breakthroughs in other neuro, related, mind-related diseases or dysfunctions.
Kindly DiCaprio is saying that you and I were both so lucky to have lived in Los Angeles. She says, I don't know if I should go to college and then move there or just move there and see. I think Los Angeles now is more expensive than Dale and I have ever experienced it. That's the reason why we're not there anymore. Los Angeles is so expensive. So before you want to move there, you definitely have to factor in that it is really, really difficult.
I say this, man, it's all about your heart and your courage, and you just got to put them together and do what your heart and courage is telling you to do. And it could go bad. You just got to know that it could go bad. You got to understand that what you're doing could go bad. And by bad, I mean that your dreams don't come true or worse. But I believe in, the heart and the dream. Look, my story should have been another story. My story should have been a bright and beautiful story, and it would have been a story about a guy who did exactly what you're thinking about doing, who decided fuck it and threw all caution to the wind and followed his dreams. And I landed on my feet, and I landed in my dreams. And but for, getting into some bad places with some bad dudes, everything would have been ridiculously good. And the reason why I think everything was headed in such a great direction and that I just ended up derailed by a madman who got thrown, on the tracks, is because of how strongly I felt about what I was about to be and do. Like it was impossible to deny. So if it's possible to deny, if you can talk yourself out of it, talk yourself out of it. That's the way I would. Like, if you can talk yourself out of it, then don't do it.
Yeah, that's a great.
Because if you can talk yourself out of it, you'll probably get smoked.
Yeah, or like at least you'll
last 3 weeks and go.
If you can talk yourself out of it, at least there's a chance that you'll get there and then have a regret because there was one thing that you hadn't considered.
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't talk myself out of it. There was nothing I could say. There was no bad scenario that would deter me. And if that's your case, if you're in that place, then you should follow that because that is the daimon, in my opinion. That is the gods. That is the gods saying, we are going to do this. You'll find yourself there one way or another if truly you and, the daimon are moving in conjunction. And I don't care how fucking crazy that sounds. It's guardians on your shoulder. It's Jesus. It's whatever else you want to be it. You want to call it. But for me, I like to think about it as the higher self, the higher consciousness, the part of us that, dreams at night, that takes us on journeys that we've never, couldn't possibly imagine or even experience with our eyes wide open. So, and sometimes, our lives are, and our, our purpose, lies beneath our eyelids, No, I mean, just dream. If it's something you can't get away from, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And part of it is the haunting that comes later. Do you know? When you miss and you don't do it, and then you're sitting there 30 or whatever, and it goes fast, man.
Oh yeah, like the what could have been.
Yeah, and then you just it goes fast. Like you're fucking 30, bro. Like I remember this guy who I felt had all the fucking potential in the world to do it, 100%. But he doubted himself just enough. But he came to me and he said, should I do it? Should I? Oddly enough, I've had this conversation so many times. And one fairly recently, about 10 years ago, it's like, should I do it? It was a little less than 10 years ago, about 8 years ago. And I said, listen, dude, yes. The answer is yes. If your heart and soul is to be an actor, and this guy was talented, like I was going to cast him as a lead in one of my films. And he was like, I was like, if you're gonna be an actor, then you got to be an actor in fucking Los Angeles. Well, he couldn't do it. He decided not to. He was like, I'm going to just make it work here. He's in his mid-30s. He's got almost no chance at this point.
People are getting a lot of work in Atlanta, in commercials and stuff. There's a lot of really great agencies here.
It's not LA, man.
I wanted to just mention that there is astrocartography is a really interesting little tool. So that's where you have your astrology chart uploaded. There's I think it's called AstroClick Travel is a website where you can input your chart and then it'll show you a map that has all of the planet lines. So like for example,
it's a relatively new.
It's since the 70s.
It's modern.
So it's a little bit like new age astrology, but it's really interesting.
It's grain of salt astrology.
So for instance, where you were born is right on a Mars line.
Yeah. And
it's no wonder that you dealt with you were like under attack.
I suffered a lot of abuse
from where your hometown.
Yeah.
Brought a bunch of basically under attack. Yeah. Abuse.
But I had Mars,
injury.
I had Mars in the 5th. So child sex abuse is practically written on it. But
also there was like trouble with the law and everything. It just seemed like a very contentious place to live in your life.
No, man, I got beat up.
Alternatively, Los Angeles is right near your moon line.
And I was chilling.
And you felt right at home there, right?
Perfect.
So that's where your moon line is. That's where you're going to feel like you're at home.
Los Angeles is a place where I feel incredibly at home. It's a cesspool of fucking humanity. And
I didn't have a choice to move to Los Angeles. My mom is from there, and so we moved back there when I was I think I was 13. Maybe I just turned 13. And I lived there for 20 years, but I didn't know until I learned about astrocartography that Los Angeles is right on my Jupiter line. And it's in LA is where I am the most socially vibrant. I have a bunch of friends. I'm kind of popular in all the groups that I'm in. I feel very comfortable. It's like nothing. It always just feels like
I just call you the mayor of
joyful, like, you know, everything's smooth and cruising, you know? And I think that it's not a coincidence, you know? I moved here. This is my sun line, which is in my 7th house. And I've been focusing on you and your projects and being your helper.
Well,
and that's not a coincidence either.
And,
you know?
and with me, I'm on my Uranus line, and I wrote a book.
Yes.
Outing Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right. And Uranus is in your 12th house, and you've been kind of secluded here, right? Like we haven't really been trying to make friends.
I'm incredibly secluded, but I'm also living in quarantine.
It's interesting. If you can see whether Los Angeles is close to one of your planetary lines that's beneficial for you in your chart, it's not that it's like, you have to have it align with your, like the reading has to involve your own astrology chart because everything's going to be interpreted differently for different people.
Yeah.
But that's one way to say, like, before you move someplace, you can just check it out on the map and see whether it's going to be a place that brings you some trouble or whether it's going to be, you know, easy.
Yeah. It's also great to know a person or two. I mean, having Jeremy's system in my corner was, I mean, as good as it gets as far as like having, you know, something to land. You know, I mean, I don't know what Los Angeles would have looked like to me if I just showed up off a bus. I know I did that in Vancouver, and I even knew a couple guys in Vancouver, but I knew very few people in Vancouver when I moved there for the first time, and oh my God, was I intimidated. I mean, I was just, would you please? What are you doing? God bless you, as they say.
May the Lord bless you.
May the Lord bless you.
Excuse me. Deanne said that my ex is in court in March. Been trying to find out how March is looking. Who is good to do my chart?
Oh, yeah. We'd love to.
I'm happy to. March. So we were looking at March 9th was when the date changed, but that was when the trial for Lively v. Baldoni was set.
Yeah.
And the beginning of March is pretty bad.
No, it's hairy.
I mean, Jupiter, it kind of rules justice just generally, and Jupiter's in a really, really great place. So it could be good, but also there's like Mercury retrograde and a bunch of shit going on in Aries, which is kind of dicey. So I knew for at least for a trial date to start March 9th for Lively v. Baldoni, it looked like not great weather, not a great forecast. I was like, well, at the very least, everybody is going to be extremely anxious. So maybe that'll be the case regardless. But who knows? But I'm happy to look at it.
Hit us up. It'd be better to look at your chart or just to have more information so that we can look at specifically what's happening where and when. Mm-hmm. Because there's more than one thing happening in the sky at one time, as you might imagine. So freedomsplum@gmail.com or go to freedomsplum.com and just hit the contact sheet and just make sure you identify yourself as Deanna so we know, and we'll take care of it. But we need, if we're going to do your chart, like if we're going to do like a 2 chart, a bi chart, we need your time of birth, place of birth, exact time of birth on your birth certificate. There should be no guessing involved, or that chart is not going to be reliable, and if there is any guessing involved, if you're not sure, you have to tell us, because then we'll treat the chart quite differently. And that would be important, because then we're going to look more at the outer planets and not your personal planets. And, the place of birth is important,
So date, time, place.
Yeah, city is all we need. We don't need the hospital.
Yeah. Mateo's asking, please, Dale, whenever you have time, let me know what you think about the local Ohio piece I sent you some time ago.
Okay. I looked at them all. I'm trying to remember the look. I will look at that.
Local Ohio?
Yeah. I don't know what it is because I'm caught off guard on it right now. I'll just have to go back into your emails and look. But I'll definitely do that.
SC is asking, I'm curious, do most B, C, and D actors think that the gravy train will keep going after their hit show ends? Why don't they all go the way of Blossom and get a great education?
Because they're not all as smart as she is. Like, yeah, a lot of people are just, a lot of people just think, hey, I'm in the big time. And I would have been one of those guys. There's no way I would have been able to been like, I wouldn't have been like, okay, so how do I make sure that my life is secure? I would have just believed in everything I was doing, and not, and my eyes would have
You
been
just keep trying.
I would have been straightforward the whole time. So I just think it's about like who people are. I mean, I think like people like Blossom look at Hollywood as in a very constructive way. Like, hey, this is a job, and these are companies, and I work for them, and and understanding where she is as an employee in this world. So it's a little bit different. Like for me, I was a filmmaker, and I was an independent writer, producer, director type of a filmmaker.
Yeah, because even you're like, okay, well, there's the Roger Corman model where he can make a bunch of, if he keeps producing, he's going to win.
Yeah, he plays a numbers game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's all depending on what you're doing. I think, like I said, people like Blossom and others like that, they look at it as, I got this really cool job, but it's not going to be a job that lasts forever. People like me are like, I'm an artist forever.
Did you say
much better to be the former?
You didn't say Jonathan Taylor Thomas, did you?
It's not Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh,
No.
okay. Because Quarter Fate mentioned Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jonathan Taylor Thomas went to an Ivy League as well. I'm aging myself, but he was a heartthrob back in the day.
They loved him, man.
They did. Layla Kennedy said, your book is good so far. It's big, but a really fast read.
Yeah, it's a fast read. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's exciting for me.
It's so great.
I hope you continue to enjoy it. Yeah, it's not a hard. Yeah, how do you feel? Things that make you feel old. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, 44 years old.
He's 44.
He's 44 years old. Ooh.
That's weird. I always thought he was younger than me.
He knew. He was like, I'm not going to be hot forever, bro. Oh man, he's a smart dude, obviously.
He came into the coffee shop once for a meeting or something. He grabbed a coffee and then like zipped to the very back to like the secluded table and then like had his back to the door. And I'm like, oh man, like even, because we're both in our like 30s, right?
Yeah.
Even then he would get fucking mobbed. So he had to hide. Isn't that amazing? Because he didn't age at all. He like looks exactly the same.
Well, now not so much.
So funny.
Now he looks, well, I guess kind of looks like a 40-year-old version of himself. Yeah. And I guess, don't we all, when we get to our 40s? I spoke to a person today in Hollywood that I haven't talked to in probably 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I spoke to him today and he's like, I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, yeah, it sounds just like you. I mean, you sound the same.
You sound the same.
I'm like, well, it's because I am.
Because I am the same.
It's me. This is going to sound weird to you, but you sound like you too.
That's really funny. Did you expect your voice to change?
I guess.
Like you guys knew each other in like junior high and you hadn't gone through puberty yet or something?
I guess.
That's adorable.
I'm going to run out of hard drive space, so this live is going to be cut off on the recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just so you know, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, isn't that funny? But it was cool, man. I got to tell you, man, speaking to him today, I'm not going to say who he is. He's an actor. He's a musician. But speaking to him today was like a blast from the past in a big way. Like it made me feel like it took me back, took me all the way back for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, I could see him exactly as he was. And I'm sure he had something similar.
That's amazing.
It's pretty wild.
'Tis the season, that we're, what is that New Year's song? May old acquaintances
Beef.
Forgot?
Is that
how it goes?
I don't know how it goes.
That sounds kind of.
Hey, old acquaintance, please fuck off. I don't know what it is.
That's how it goes. Those are the lyrics. Kindly DiCaprio said, Dale, please make a writing channel.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I always love all your advice. You're a huge inspiration to the artist I want to be someday. That's so sweet.
That is the sweetest thing ever. And I absolutely will.
Amazing.
I'm going to do something with writing sooner than later. I'm working very hard towards that. I need to, yeah. That is highly motivating. So thank you.
Deanne said, paradigm is like the hero's dilemma, like the Odyssey. You see it in modern movies like Whale Rider. A model that translates. That's really a great description of that.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was really probably, Aristotle's thing, or Homer or somebody like that, They're the ones who, I guess, Homer's Odyssey. Yeah, so that's true. Joseph Campbell wrote A Hero with a Thousand Faces, and he's the one who really brought the whole archetypal structure and the hero's journey into like full, it was, I think it's something that I believe certainly lives with us innately, but the ancient structure is something that Joseph Campbell really pioneered for the modern storytellers. And, guys like George Lucas wrote Star Wars based on Campbell's work, more or less. So he's a wonderful guy to read if you haven't. He's not the easiest read. He can be he's a great writer, but whatever, dense stuff. Great stuff. There's also a PBS.
Yes, there's an interview series that actually is that takes place at Skywalker Ranch.
That's right, it does,
and it's a really, really wonderful series. I recommend it so much. There's I could watch it like 100 times.
Yeah, I've watched it once.
He's so wise. Everything he says is so eloquent, and also just like he's one of these really great lecturers that never is over your head, Yeah. But he's saying really profound things. I love Joseph Campbell interviews. He's wonderful.
We got a troll.
We do?
I don't know. Somebody's saying Toby's here.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Toby Maguire was hidden by Alzheimer's. Toby Maguire is so funny.
What happened?
Toby Maguire was hired. Was let me see what the deleted message was, because I can look at the deleted message.
You can?
Yeah, I've got all the tools.
Mateo wants to know if you have any thoughts on the Warner Brothers Ellison situation.
That's exactly how Toby would say that.
What?
This person who was like, they did not read my book. If they'd have read my book, maybe they'd have figured out how to write Toby's dialogue. They wrote, "Hello, Dale. It has been very long. Let's talk over coffee. I have emailed you so that we can talk about your new book. Thanks, Dale."
Yep.
Like, the person who looks the worst in my book is Tobey Maguire. Like, it's not even close. Like, most Leo fans will come away from this, if they read this book, believing that if they come away from this book believing anything I had to say, that Leonardo DiCaprio was duped by Tobey Maguire, and they'd be 100% right. That does not absolve Leo of his fucking responsibility.
I just think it's so hilarious that the last time you saw Tobey Maguire, you guys tried to fight each other, like fisticuffs.
Me and Toby?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that this guy thinks that he could just like invite you for
Thanks, Dale. Let's talk over coffee. Does that sound good to you? Hey, I am Tobey Maguire.
Listen, so Mateo has a question.
I might have an answer. Any
thoughts on the Warner Brothers Ellison situation?
Well, the whole thing scares me. I mean, we're now in this situation where far right, extremist oligarchs are trying to take over the media. I mean, the reason that there's everyone's screaming, "Oh, Netflix," because they're all worried about fucking theatrical. But this guy wants to take over these media companies, gut them, and reboot them into a right propagandist media company. And because now if you have Fox, and then you have CBS, Paramount as right-wing propaganda, they're already doing away with 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes is going to be fucking axed, and all those journalists are going to quit that show anyway, because they're not going to succumb to Allison's, what's his name? The fucking guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I can't remember.
His demands, his right-wing propagandist demands.
He's also extremely old too, so I'm just like, okay,
he's not that old.
Well, any day. Huh?
Larry Ellison is not that old.
You don't think so?
No.
He's in his 80s.
Is he?
Yes.
Are you sure?
If that's his name.
Oh, he is. He's 81.
Silver linings. Bright news on the horizon. Maybe this won't be a problem for very long after all.
Only one thing I like more than
But who knows, because he has like 2 sons or something who are running his business after him. So who knows?
Yeah, well, hopefully hopefully it's Cain and Abel, and fucking Cain gets clubbed. He's worth $249 billion. And I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. So Larry Ellison is a bad guy. He's up to bad stuff. I don't know why these 81-year-olds are so hell-bent on destroying the world before they leave, but they are. Because they believe their shit. I much prefer the Netflix deal. I wish Netflix, it just sucks, man. Everybody's so greedy. All Netflix had to do was just stay private. It worked for the NFL.
Yeah.
It worked for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL is one of the biggest fucking companies. Let me see what the net worth of the NFL. NFL net worth. That sucks because the average team is worth about $7 billion, and there are 32 teams, 33 billion. So it's worth, it's probably worth $500 billion, and it's private.
Crazy. $500 billion. Oh my God.
It's probably worth $500 billion. The NFL. But Netflix had to go public, and now they have to go public, and that's why we're getting squeezed with ads. That's why the prices are constantly going up. That's why they won't let your grandmother watch your fucking account anymore. It's all because they've got the reason why everyone's like, oh, why is Netflix like this? It's only because they went public. When they were private, they were just fucking, showered in money, and they didn't have to worry about it. Yeah. But money becomes irrelevant. It's all about greed once it goes public. Mm-hmm. Once it goes public, shareholders have to earn. So the shareholder is the priority, not the customer experience. Save for the fact that if the customer, completely abandons the app, then, so do they abandon the shareholder. But the priority is to the shareholder. So they'll push the customer to the limit.
So you're saying that you don't like it? It's like a thumbs down for you?
I prefer the Netflix deal over the Ellison deal. And the reason why they're being so aggressive, and the reason is because they want to funnel this as they want the news, and then they want the movies.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting that we're watching Succession right now? And it's like the same premise?
It might be the best television show ever made.
Yeah, it's really great.
Like, it is fucking the most despicable characters. I can't even believe that, they can
There's not a single good character.
I love it.
Austin is also asking about court in March.
What about court?
Asking Deanne, I just jumped back on, did Angela say who or what for your chart? I myself have court for a stolen inheritance. I don't know if it's in March, but Austin is welcome to send.
Yeah, Austin, we'll look at your chart for that too. That stuff will dig in deep for you for sure.
Yeah. Yep. I would like
glad
to know.
To do that.
I would like to know your birth time and date and location. And I also want to know where this court is located and what the court date is.
Yeah, and time, including the time.
And time is ideal, yeah. If you don't have the time, that's fine too. I can just.
You'll all be going to your lawyers after we're done and be like, you got to move this. You got to move this. Yeah. You've got to move this. I don't care. I got a backache. I don't care. Whatever.
Mercury is in retrograde.
Tell them whatever you got to tell them.
Yep. I mean, every law office maybe should have an astrologer, right?
If they were smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's why America fucked up, man. They didn't, get an astrologer when they signed the Declaration. It's like a really, really slow night, which I expected. It's Friday and it's the 26th of December.
Oh yeah, and the whole Western world is like hibernating because of Christmas. Because between Christmas and New Year's, time doesn't exist. Nothing happens. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm just keeping my eye on this Christian person's chat.
What happened?
I don't want to join a Christian faith organization. No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not even going to think about that. I'm much too busy for that kind of sort of thing, and I'm also not Christian.
Why do you guys always have to do something on a Sunday?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
there are other days. Well, they do Wednesdays.
Enjoy your weekend.
They do Wednesdays. If Sundays, if Sundays aren't good for you, Wednesdays are good for them. What else you got? No, I'm not interested in anything like that. Appreciate the invitation. All right, let's go. What's going on?
Mateo's asking, so for adopted people that don't know the time of birth nor their biological parents, it's impossible to know their astrology. This is not true. If you're an adult, this is difficult for kids. like if you want to know, if you want to sort of figure out what somebody's birth chart is when they're a kid, but there's a process you can go through. If you're an adult and you remember some very meaningful events that happened in your life, something that was like either, negative or positive, whatever, but you know the dates of those events. A lot of times, if you give your astrologer an estimated time of your birth, ideally it'd be like, I know my birthday, and I know I was born in the daytime, or I know I was born at night. Then it kind of narrows it down. So that's really helpful. But what they can do is a process called chart rectification. They rectify your birth chart by interviewing you about those significant events in your life and the dates that they happen, and they try to match them to your chart and try and figure out. They'll also interview you about your family and your personality and like how you've experienced your successes and whatever, and just try and like create a chart based on your interview. But it's obviously a really in-depth process. Chart rectification is what it's called. Mm-hmm. There's only a few astrologers that do it. And I would definitely only use an astrologer that's doing traditional astrology because they have the ancients had a lot more tools for this kind of thing than modern astrologers use. But yeah, it's just a service. You can figure out the time of your birth. I mean, it's estimated. You'll know your rising sign, and so the rest of the chart will be.
It can be more difficult for some than it is for others, because it's obviously rectification. So it relies and depends on other forms of accuracy. That
if you don't even know your birthday,
it's also you need a skilled astrologer for rectification.
Yeah,
like some astrologers out there charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the rectification courses because it's a timing technique and it's investigative. And
there is actually a really great video, the Astrology Podcast. If you look on YouTube, that's the Astrology Podcast is the channel, and then they have a great chart rectification video, and it's like 2.5 hours or something. But they go through the whole. Well, you could probably attempt to do it yourself.
Yeah, it's Friday. I thought it was Thursday. Says Austin. Christmas, bro.
See what I mean? Time doesn't exist.
That's why they don't come back till like mid-January. They're like, I don't even know what day it is.
This whole week is a liminal space where nothing is really.
Cosmic Urgency is watching Marty Supreme and The Housemaid. Where's Marty Supreme playing?
Oh, is it? It's in theaters now. I don't think it's streaming. Is it?
If it is, I'd love to watch it.
I don't know how I feel about the Safdie brothers films. They're really anxiety inducing.
Who are they?
He did Uncut Gems.
Oh.
Like that movie, I was like, wow, I have never felt so anxious watching a movie in my life.
Well, I'm dying to see this one.
So it's probably like that same speed.
Yeah. It looks like it probably will be. I just can't wait to see, Gwyneth Paltrow just fucking eat up the screen again. You know what I'm saying? Been waiting for that.
Really? You're a big fan?
Yeah. I don't see it playing anywhere other than in theaters.
So it's in theaters.
Showtimes, yeah. But I want to see it. The other thing that Cosmic Urgency is watching is Housemaid, which is streaming, I believe.
Oh, really? Already?
I think so. Maybe it's not. You and your theater going self. I would love to see it, but I can't see that one either. What did Paul Feig just like make movies every day?
Yeah.
Does he just wake up? He's like, oh, was this my third movie this week? What's this one? This one's going to be this is a thriller.
Yeah.
The other one was like a, chick flick or whatever.
No, it was like a thriller too.
Really?
Yeah, there was like murder, mayhem, mystery.
Mystery?
Yeah, his agents love him because he works all the time. Huh. I just caught up to the chat where they were talking about the Toby troll, the Toby imposter.
Oh yeah.
Deanne said he wanted to have coffee with you, LOL. And then Kindly DiCaprio said Toby would never say that. He would say, I want too real to burn. This is true. That's how really he talks.
Sadly, that's funny. Pardon me. That's very funny. I want too real to burn.
Deanne's calling it Fight Club, Dale.
Exactly. Replete with the twist.
Oh, Cosmic Urgency is asking, was it Rilo Kiley that you reconnected with today? Because you said they were a musician.
I'm not telling you.
You guys can't guess. It wasn't Rilo Kiley.
I think people don't want to associate their names with me in Hollywood at all. So I'm just saying I connected with somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. They're actors and music. They're an actor and a musician, and they're an old friend. And it was wild to hear their voice, to say the least. That's all I'll say. Take your guessing. Do with it as you will. But what was really weird is just it was weird that you hear these people you haven't heard in fucking 30 years and you're like, it wasn't Blake though. I can tell you it wasn't Blake. I saw Blake in
Austin said, Dale.
Yeah.
Did Toby ever say, I want Don's Plum to burn while he was actually holding a tofu wiener? Tell me it didn't shake it at you guys at any point.
No, he didn't. There's no tofu wiener.
I want Don's Plum to burn. Waggle, waggle.
It was tempting to do something with a wiener. I'm not going to lie. But my memory would not serve the jiggling of a wiener.
Do like a dramatic chop.
Yeah.
So weird.
Kind of like what's his name did with the fucking hunk of meat on the ball game.
Oh my God, I know. It's so weird.
We talked about it at length.
The tradition of how they have to eat like the cold meat on the sideline, you know, a fucking plate of like, you know, overcooked turkey leg or something that's been sitting out in the fucking cold.
I want to get this on just in case we run out of tape. So let me get this one out. All right.
Okay.
All right. This is a post on Our Amazing. The title is "What a Legend," and it's a Joe Pesci story. And I'm excited to tell you this story because I got my own Joe Pesci story. In 1992, I was 12, said Rod Blackhurst in a post on Twitter. My dad and I were at the Newark airport, and I saw Joe Pesci and recognized him from Home Alone. So I went up to him and I asked for his autograph. Joe asked me who my favorite actor was, and I said he was. And he handed me a crisp $100 bill, and he said, "That's the right answer, kid."
What? That's amazing.
So I was driving in the valley, and LA traffic can potentially send you into a rage if you've just had it.
Yeah.
If it was that day, if it's sweltering out.
Want to get home.
It's just fucking, and everybody's driving like an asshole.
Yeah.
And the whole fucking city is stopped, and you just want to get out of the constipation of Los Angeles. And I'm sitting in this fucking car, and I got to make a left-hand turn. I'm in the valley. I got to make a left-hand turn, and some fucking asshole blocks my left-hand turn because he creeps up to a stopped car and blocks the fucking intersection. And we're going to sit here for the whole light at least. Mm-hmm. No problem.
Yeah.
It's a fucking rap. He screwed up everything. And so I rolled down my window in a state of fucking rage and I went, "You motherfucker." And I just screamed it out. And this fucking window goes slowly down. And the guy turns his head and it's Joe fucking Pesci. And I'm like, "What's up, Joe Pesci?" And then the fucking window went, he did not even say anything.
He's like, "You're not going to do shit."
The window just went up. He did not say anything.
You're not going to do shit to Joe Pesci. You're not going to do anything.
Are you road raging? He just showed me his face. Totally took me out. It was a wrap.
It's the power of
then
Joe Pesci.
Then he rolled up the fucking tinted window so I could no longer see his face. And I'm sure he saw me while I sat there and fucking laughed.
Stewed. That's so great.
What a legend. Joe Pesci. That's the only time I ever saw that guy in the wild. I only saw Arnold Schwarzenegger once in the wild ever. And I was cruising down the 101 and a fucking Hummer comes up rolling behind me, just a big giant Hummer, and he's in his fucking Terminator glasses. The whole fucking thing. 1994. I'm like, oh my God, it's right there.
Yeah, you're like, I'm in a movie.
I'm in a fucking movie, and I might be getting killed any second because
right,
it's him.
At any point, that thing's gonna roll. Explosions everywhere. It's really funny. I never had a sighting like that out in the wild. It was always in service jobs. I think my favorite Hollywood celebrity encounter was when Norm Macdonald came into the diner I was working at. It was like this old, like, bland diner in Burbank called the Coral Cafe. and I got seated at a table of two, and it was Norm Macdonald, and he was sitting with Kato Kalin. Of all people. It was the strangest
they're SNL,
duo.
so, you know.
Because I was like, oh shit, this is Norm Macdonald whose order I'm going to take. And then I looked over and I'm like, oh my God, who the fuck are, like, what are you doing here? Because I only know Kato Kalin from the, from the O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah.
I was like, it was like one of those weird dreams where you just, your brain just like fills in a face. I could not understand how they were associated. What are you doing?
Fucking Cosmic Urgencies dropped me down a fucking hole.
Oh, well, you want to save it?
It's
or
called
read
canopy.com. And I'm going to try and like get this hooked up for us. It's supposed to work with our library. We'll see if it works in our library. It probably won't. Because we're in fucking Georgia. I just saw a heat map. I'm not sure the accuracy of it, but it was a heat map that said, like life expectancy, American life expectancy. So average age of death in every state. We're in one of the worst.
Oh yeah, the entire American
mid-60s.
The entire American South is like that.
But I don't know how accurate it was, so could be.
Have you seen the food here? That's why.
It's true. You're not kidding.
We moved here and I was like, cool, I'm going to check out some Southern cooking. I was expecting it all to be soul food, which is like nutritious and like flavorful. It is fucking not. Oh my God. The food around here is disgusting. We've done so much cooking at home and never once do I miss going to restaurants because they're all such a disappointment.
Indeed.
Food's gross here.
It really is. It's not, for the most part at least. Gets great in Atlanta, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean.
Where the foodies live?
Yeah, where the foodies live. It's fucking all the big mahuffs.
Oh, so that was a troll that you were dealing with?
Oh, for sure. The Christian faith one?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to hang in there, but what are you doing, man?
That's nice of our moderators to handle that for us.
I greatly appreciate you guys.
Well, so what are we? We have a half hour left today. I would like to talk to you about movies. Would you like to select what we're watching this weekend?
What I'm trying to figure out is Athens County. What I'm trying to find out is where's my library here?
Do you want to do that later? Because...
So this place is called Canopy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this?
Yes.
You know it?
I'm not on it, but I know about it, yeah.
It's got it's with your library card.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get access to like Moonlight, 8th grade, I Am Not Your Negro. Fucking Kurosawa's Rashomon. Lady Bird, which I actually want to see. I think I've seen it. Anyway, some great fucking movies here.
They're like movie rentals?
It's free.
Okay.
With your library card.
So do you see anything there you want to watch this weekend?
It's going very slowly. It's like... And then I see the next movie, Maru. I don't know what that is, but Maru. Chinatown. It's great. It's like a...
I watched Chinatown with you.
Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
I saw it, in LA, they have the Hollywood Forever screenings. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, this is so great if you guys don't know about this. So there's a cemetery in the middle of Hollywood, and it's called Hollywood Forever.
It's a big tourist attraction.
It's a huge tourist attraction, but it's like a normal cemetery. Like I had a neighbor that was buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Yeah.
But it also has a ton of celebrities.
Douglas Fairbanks has this big gaudy fucking thing, and
yeah. So it's this like huge park with a bunch of celebrity burial sites. But they also have this on the side of one of the mausoleums is like this massive white wall. They screen old movies, and a bunch of people will show up with like blankets and low chairs and
wine
just
and
sit and watch movies in the middle of a cemetery. It's the fucking greatest.
It's the greatest. So I saw it. Well, I mean, I saw it on the screen at the New Bev, Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it on video. That's the first time I saw it. But I saw it there. And just the whole slapping scene just got everybody howling.
Yeah. That's great.
He's not my father. Slap. Or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The big fucking slapping scene with, it's the best. It's not a spoiler. It is actually. If I got the dialogue right, it would be a spoiler.
So would you like to watch that this weekend?
Tyler Perry got sued again.
By who? What happened?
He's being sued by an actor who appeared in Boo, a Medea Halloween, accusing Perry of making unwanted advances and groping him without consent.
Oh my God, that's 2 now?
Yeah. Mario Rodriguez, a model and actor, filed a lawsuit against Perry and Lionsgate Films Thursday in California, claiming he first connected with Perry in 2015 after a gym trainer approached him and told him Perry wanted to meet him. Rodriguez claims Perry called him later that same day and that Perry told him he was writing a new movie, which might contain a part for him. Oh, it's just so bad. Even if it's true, it's just so bad. Rodriguez says I can't even imagine, I can imagine enough to be able to write it. Like, I could write this character doing this kind of thing, but to actually do this kind of thing.
It doesn't even seem real, right?
It doesn't seem real. Rodriguez claims Perry called him later that same day and that Perry told him he was going to do this movie. He said he had no experience, to which he allegedly replied, Mario, I'm not a bad person to know and to have in your corner. Ugh. Okay, what do I have to do? I didn't brush my teeth.
Can I wear goggles?
Does that matter? I didn't brush my teeth. Can I wear goggles? How about a wetsuit? Rodriguez says that Perry invited him to his home, where the two drank in his kitchen before proceeding down to a home theater where he claims Perry rubbed his shoulders and chest while moaning sexually.
What? What the fuck? No way. Rubbed his shoulders and chest? Is that what it sounds like?
I don't know. Rodriguez alleges in his lawsuit that he and Perry only saw each other on the set while shooting the movie, and he makes it clear Perry was never inappropriate toward him during the production. After filming concluded, this guy's a stud, by the way. Like, he looks like he was just chiseled out of a piece of fucking
That's why
marble.
He was moaning.
Like, he was just like, the guy was just absolutely like, it is time for dessert. After filming concluded, though, Rodriguez claims that Perry would invite him to his house to discuss future projects, though he alleges that Perry asked him graphic sexual questions on several occasions.
What? That's so embarrassing.
Because, like, what if I want, just for the character, but yeah, do you go down on dudes? I'm just asking. Not really. In 2018, Rodriguez says that he went to Perry's house believing that the two would discuss possible career opportunities. However, once there, Rodriguez claims that Perry asked him if he enjoyed giving... spoiler. Received oral sex before reaching into his underwear and grabbing him by his...
Honk, honk.
His beep, beep. Rodriguez claims that Perry gave him money, $5,000, after the incident while apologizing for... I'd be like, $5,000? I'd be right there. I'd pull out my phone and I would say it out loud. I'd be like, Tyler Perry net worth. How much you said? Says here you were $1.4 billion. You're going to give me a fucking nickel? A nickel?
You think that's what I'm worth?
You think I'm so stupid I can't in front of you find out your fucking net worth, $1.4 billion, man? A nickel?
Our scientist wants to know, so Dale, can we bill you for the brain bleach we now need?
Yeah.
You have to start just putting a bunch of playing puppies on the screen just to sort of cleanse the palate.
During another alleged interaction, Rodriguez claims Perry grabbed his hand and forced him to touch Perry's beep, beep. When Rodriguez tried to get up and leave, he claims that Perry gave him another $5,000. Wait. I got another $5,000 right here. Hang on.
This is very unlucky for Tyler Perry because there is no news happening right now except for this.
It's the top story again. $5,000. Seriously though, 100%. I'd be just Googling that shit. I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Mm-hmm. $5,000.
I'm holding out.
That's like a loaf of bread, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Rodriguez is suing Perry for sex. He's like, I'm gonna straighten this out.
Yeah.
Rodriguez is suing Perry for sexual assault, sexual battery, and emotional distress, and he's asking for punitive damages to the tune of $77 million.
I'm sorry, 77.
Yeah.
million.
He wants 77. He's like, this really bothers me. I can't eat bread. I don't even know what that means. Perry's attorney, Alex Spiro, tells TMZ, having recently failed in another matter against Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab.
God.
As you know, the Oval actor Derek Dixon sued Perry for quid pro quo and workplace sexual harassment and sexual assault and battery after alleging that Perry had harassed him for years and groped his bare butt while he was staying in Perry's house, his guest house. Perry's denied those allegations as well.
Groped his bare butt?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
He walked into the bedroom and it was exposed. He was like, oh. It's like a cushion, this.
I don't think your grabby hands were on camera.
What's this? That's you could bounce a dime on this thing. This. No groping, guys. It's bad. You'll get caught. Don't do it.
Nobody likes groping.
It's just so weird. I don't know why people can't find people who want to willingly engage in sexual activity.
I know.
Like, this guy is so stupid pretty. Like, he's like, I'll show you guys. I'll show it to you. I got the technology. I'll show you his pretty face. All right. I won't leave it on this
But you're
time.
not doing one of those like, what was she wearing type things, right? It doesn't matter if he's pretty.
This is the pretty boy.
Right?
Well, I'm trying to justify why he would do it. I'm trying to say, like, why would Tyler Perry be in such pursuit of this person when you're Tyler Perry and you can, first of all, you can just there are plenty of sex workers who would be absolutely down to take your money.
Yep.
and that can get messy as well. But, it's far more compliant, at least, than and much less risky than this. Anyway, so Tyler Perry, worth $1.4 billion. It's so weird because, like, why wouldn't you just make that go away? Like, it's just such an easy thing to make go away. Like, he wants $77 million. No, he doesn't. He could have made that go away when the allegations popped up. He was like, here, I'll take a couple $1 million and go fuck off. Like, he's got the money. Just let it go away. Especially if any of it is true. If none of it's true and he wants to fight for his reputation, all that stuff, okay, fine. All right, I get it. I do, especially if you've got the money, but like, fuck you, you're not going to steal my money. So I get that too. But I don't know, like, if there's any culpability here, I'd be fucking, what's his name? O'Reilly?
Bill O'Reilly?
Bill O'Reilly, that motherfucker, like, in a minute. I'd be like, hey.
I know.
More?
Well,
More? How about $5,000?
If you've got so much that you wouldn't miss it, then it's kind of a no-brainer. Just like reclaim your time.
So does he have like $5,000 wads in his back pocket at all times? And he's like, I'm going to commit SA today.
Probably. If you're so stinking rich and you like to palm the valet driver here and the fucking maitre d' there and everything, probably.
Well, I wish I could watch the movies that you're watching, Cosmic Urgency, because those are the two movies I want to watch most probably right now. But alas, I am homebound and will remain so probably until the end of time. My time.
Cosmic Urgency said, you were asking why doesn't Tyler Perry just, hire the boyfriend experience?
Yeah.
And Cosmic Urgency said, it's not fun if it's not a conquest.
Yeah, see, that's a problematic that's about like power. Scenario there. Yeah. Conquesting what? What? I'm a lover, bro. I'm not a crusader.
Mm-hmm.
Sexual crusade. I don't know, man. That's just weird to me. Like, conquer? What? It's so weird.
Yeah, a scientist said, SA and SH are motivated by power, not attraction.
Yeah.
But we don't know whether that's what's happening with him anyway,
Well, it's certainly powerful. We know he's, if you're believing the complainant, then, right. The complainant is saying, hey, man, I'm writing this thing. He was using his power. He was like, he apparently said, I'm a good person to get to know around here.
I know. It could just be like a lot of these complaints describe somebody who is just kind of pathetic at dating, Yeah. Like who doesn't know how to make a move and it does it very clumsily. You don't know whether their allegations are correct that he was actually being abusive or whether he's just not good at this. I don't know.
I suspect, yeah.
Slowcar said, "Happy Boxing Day. Hope you guys are doing well and won your respective boxing matches." See, that's what I mean. That's what I thought it was. All my years that I lived in a country that didn't observe Boxing Day, no one would explain it to me. Nobody ever.
Did you really
was just
thought it was boxing?
Hey, it's Boxing Day, but nobody would ever explain it to me.
That it was boxing?
Yeah,
boxing?
I don't know what the fucking the little poppies are on Canadian broadcasters'
That's
lapels.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know because nobody fucking explains. I'm like, okay, they do that thing there, you know? I was like, oh, it's about boxing.
Put them up. Put them up. I wish I had bigger hands.
Why?
Because
for what? What would you do with them?
Well, because women like hands.
What would you do with bigger hands that you can't do with your big hands?
Crush people. Let's crush them.
It'd be very hard to find gloves if you had bigger hands.
I would like to my hands to be really like intimidating big, where you they pull them out and people are like nice to meet you, and people are like, Jesus, Jesus.
There's that guy who's viral on the internet because he has some sort of growth disorder. He has some disease or something, and his hands are so massive that they compared his wedding ring with his wife's wedding ring, and his looks like a bracelet because his hands are just so huge. My
dad is not like the tallest guy. I think he's like probably 5'8", smaller than both my brother and I. Fucking dude is thick, just thick.
His hands.
Oh my God.
So strong.
He could break your fucking your forearm with his.
Do you think that your hands resemble his?
No, his are so much bigger. Mine look like a woman's hands compared to his.
No, I mean, but have you ever looked at both of your parents' hands?
Yes.
And you know which one you got?
Yeah,
obviously
more
yours
my mom's.
Would be like a masculinized version of your.
I have more my mom's hands. I have my dad's other features, but my mom's hands, interestingly, my dad's hands were just thick, toes for thumbs, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Thudding fucking fingers, thudding. You puts his hand down, you're like, it's like 5 dead bodies.
The dog jumped when you did
exactly. It's like 5 dead bodies, and all he did was put his hand down.
That's so interesting that he does delicate work like baking cookies and stuff as a hobby, and knitting. That's so fun that he knits with his giant meat knuckles.
A scientist said that it's named for all the boxes you're getting rid of in the Boxing Day sales down under. Well, that might be true for Australia, but as I learned apparently on this and other lives, it's actually gift giving, offering your employees who worked on Christmas Day gifts in boxes for their work.
No.
From the Middle Ages.
The correct answer is Quarter Fate says that it's named after all those damn Amazon boxes in my garage.
Oh, fuck.
You have that problem too, huh?
Oh, my God.
Dude, that company makes so much fucking money.
Piles.
Yeah.
Piles and piles and piles of the stuff. It's a problem. Amazon's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon's a big fucking problem.
It has been for a long time.
It's like a bigger problem than people think. It's not just Amazon, the storefront. It's Amazon Web Services. It's Amazon is kind of taken over the world. Wow. And he's just such what's that guy?
Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil. He's a Dr. Evil. He looks like a Dr. Evil. Fucking Leo hanging out on his yacht. What are you doing, bro? I'm so disappointed in Leonardo DiCaprio. He could have been so much more. And instead
he's exactly who he wants to be, Dale. When you're that rich and that connected.
I'm talking about what I wanted him to be.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? Don't confuse him with me or me with him.
At Kate Winslet, you know who this user is, right? Now that we can't see the usernames anymore.
Who is?
At Kate Winslet 22.
Oh, what's happening? That's Titanic Edits.
Oh, okay, sweet. Titanic Edits. Cool. Is asking, Dale, do you still use TikTok?
I haven't. I need to. I got to go back.
The problem with TikTok is they kept kicking you out.
Yeah, because I'm a foul-mouthed, I'm a son of a trucker, man. You know?
So they would give you content warnings, but they wouldn't even warn you. They would just punish you for something, and they wouldn't even tell you what it was.
Fuck wasn't my first word, but it was probably my fourth. You know what I mean? Mom, dad, shit, fuck. Chevy Chase, doctors put him in a coma for 8 days, and doctors warned the family they might not get him back.
What? When?
Just getting this on TMZ. Chevy Chase was put into a coma by doctors for more than a week after his heart failed in 2021. Oh, whatever. He's still around.
Oh, so he's just doing interviews.
Yeah, I guess he's on a sympathy tour.
Yeah, he's like wrote a memoir or something.
He's on a sympathy tour. He's on a sympathy tour. Chevy Chase. No, Chevy. Chevy Chase is a good guy. Cornelius Chase.
Cornelius. What's his name? Chevy Chase's name is Cornelius something. Chevy Chase. His name.
Yeah, it's Cornelius.
Cornelius Crane Chase.
Cornelius Crane Chase. Why would you change that if you're a comic? Cornelius the comic? Because he was too cool for school.
Well, apparently the story, according to his Wikipedia, is that his grandmother named him that because there was a song called The Ballad of Chevy Chase. So she just started calling him Chevy Chase. Are you listening?
Yes. I was just looking at a movie that Cosmic Urgency was offering if we wanted to see something we probably wouldn't like.
What is it?
It's called Dicianove, Dicianove. Some kind of Italian something or other is what it looks like to me. Yeah, we got to get our fucking watch. Well, I was thinking about watching, the...
Conley DiCaprio said that people are talking about your book on the Jennifer Lawrence edits. Oh. And Titanic Edit says, loads of people are also commenting on your TikTok about releasing the full Tobey Maguire at COT. I don't know what that means.
The full...
Well, you should go and look at your comments.
At COT. Oh, I'll have to go look. Yeah, I haven't looked. Oh, shit.
You could be blowing up.
Well, that would be nice. I would like people to read this book. It's available for free. Two Racists, a Chevy Chase memoir. Yeah, for real.
I know.
Guy's a bad dude, man. He's a bad dude.
Maybe he's just doing interviews because he has a really popular Christmas movie. You know?
He was another one of my fallen heroes.
I really like the National Lampoon series of movies. I thought they were fun.
Yeah, I was
also 10, so maybe they haven't aged well.
I was a fan of his Saturday Night Live. I was a fan of all of that stuff. But yeah, so... Yeah, this looks good, actually. It's called DCNavi or whatever.
Okay, save it. Maybe we'll check it out.
A curious student embarks on a journey of self-discovery, learning that the path, no matter how unfamiliar or daunting, is worthwhile. Is this another one of them gay movies? I'm a little inundated at the moment.
Where the adventure was the friends you meet along the way type shit.
It's an official TIFF selection. You know what TIFF is?
Is this new?
2024.
Okay, that's fun.
Only 333 ratings. So we could...
Are you saving it?
We can affect the world. It's up. I got it here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's watch that.
Maybe. I kind of want to watch the... what you call it? What do you call it?
What do you call it?
The PTA. Phantom Menace.
Oh, Phantom Menace. Phantom Thread is a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Yeah.
Because we want to rank all of his movies.
And it's Dan Day too. Like I can't even believe I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his. It was like 8.5 is now 9. He did 9. I didn't want to see it. I just didn't want to see it. Did you ever see 8.5?
No.
Oh man, you gotta see that. It's Fellini. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
That was a game changer.
I'm missing a lot of education about those early black and white films.
That one is
apparently are amazing to everybody.
That was so important. Maybe I keep talking about it, but maybe we got to get that Criterion fucking collection going, man. Because I love it. I'm gonna look into this Conrad. Is that what it was? I closed it by accident. What was it called again? Conrad?
Who? Chevy Chase?
No.
Cornelius Crane Chase?
Canopy. Conrad. Canopy.
Cornelius. He's a comedian and he decided not to go by Cornelius, huh?
Is that true?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he goes by Chevy Chase.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. That is true. What the fuck are you doing? Why would you do that? You have Cornelius. I mean, Chevy is a pretty interesting name.
The cha-cha?
It does. I find it difficult on some days, but it's a good name. Ultimately speaking.
It is really remarkable how much he fucked his career because the guy was absolutely massive and doing everything everywhere all the time.
Yeah, he was just too big for his own britches.
Famous, and then he was nowhere.
Yeah.
Like they completely just dropped him.
Well, like I said, I couldn't have it on from a better source that guy is all the bad things you've heard about him are things that he lives up to on a pretty regular basis, you know? So I got it that firsthand. I feel very confident in the source that gave it to me, that it's not corrupt or even all that bias. And it's somebody who spent a great deal of time with him, not like somebody who bumped into him at a fucking coffee shop and he was like, fuck you. Oh man, you're a real dick. I'm going to tell everybody.
He's still working a ton though. If you look on his IMDb, he's got a bunch of...
Well, he's Chevy Chase, you know, he's fucking super recognizable name. He's, you know, he can be stupid hysterical at times. I mean, I haven't read, we should watch Community at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that's a great show.
I've seen clips that made me LOL.
Did you ever?
LMAO even.
By the way, we're going to run out of, we're about to lose my hard drive here, but Dan Harmon.
Yes.
His apology, he did an apology, a public apology against the will of his attorneys. Cause it is probably the best apology I've ever heard of someone accused of inappropriate behavior by a woman with whom he worked.
He went on somebody's podcast and they like solicited from him an apology that he was like, okay, well, I'm going to
do this.
Yeah.
And he did it.
I actually was really impressed by it.
It's an incredible apology. It is a guy who has come he's had his come to Jesus moment with his misogyny, and that's how you get rid of it. Like, look, we were raised misogynists, most men. I was raised a misogynist. My dad used to tell me and my brother when he went on the road as a trucker, my brother and I were the men of the house now, leaving my mom standing there with her fucking jaw gape, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'm just the adult here, but my kids are going to now run the fucking show. Because when my dad left, we were the men of the house and we acted like it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's misogyny.
Yeah.
And we were born into misogyny, and it's taken all this time, and it'll take even more time for me to completely purge myself of misogyny. You know? But at least I'm aware of it. And if he's aware of it, and he's become aware of it because his actions have brought about consequences, that's fucking strong. And
Slow Car said
I'm glad to
that
witness
he
it.
apologized before anyone could accuse him too, which was dope. Like he canceled himself.
Yeah, well, he knew what he was headed for.
I mean, who knows? Like maybe some real bad shit is coming out. So I don't want to speak too soon.
I don't know. I mean, the way he addressed it, what happened. I'm going to try to find this video because I'll post it in tomorrow's notes or in Mondays. We're not on tomorrow, but on Mondays, we're going to definitely take a couple of days off and eat some pie. But on Mondays, I'll try to get it for Mondays and I'll post it. And I would highly encourage everyone to read it to watch it because it's a very intriguing one, but I just don't think that there's going to be anything more on this guy. I think he, or if it is, it's going to be something more aligned with what he's already accused of, which by the way was like bad and real bad, but not real bad in that, any more than it was this guy in a state of power trying to assert that power on another person and then shifting to what I can only describe as thoughts of evil when he wasn't getting what he wanted.
Slow Car also recommends Community, says it's insanely good, actually, super funny show.
Yeah, I got to check it out. All right, guys, we're going to go because my hard drive's about to kill and I want to try to get this whole episode on tape. You're the fucking best. No, you're the best. No. I'm very excited to see you guys on Monday. I told you we're open for business on New Year's. We'll figure out what that exactly means. I don't know if we're going to go on a long ride all the way through or what we're going to do.
Dale's going to show his tits.
We're going to be there, and I'm going to definitely show my tits. Only I'm going to show them through my shirt if you don't mind. All right. You guys are incredible. Can't wait to see you on Monday. I hope your weekend is filled with absolute fucking joy. We can still fucking live happily in the madness. Let's at least try. Right?
Yeah.
Good night, Angela.
Good night.
Good night, you guys.